This is Supermonaman's Trials My Reaction to DLC RTX 2017 Member Blue Panel. And stream video 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah. Ooh.
Think receipt short.
I guess.
Well. So, Joe,
guess who's late to the panel?
The first one of them gets here actually gets the seat. The other one has to stand the whole time.
Damn.
Candy?
Yeah, dude, there's candy at the panels this year. It's dope. Hi, welcome to the Red vs. Blue panel.
Well, you fucking. No, this is great.
Let's go down the line. My name's Miles Luna. I was a writer-director on RBB for a little bit, and then we handed it off to a beautiful person that you'll meet a little on down the line in a bit, but now I watch it and I go, that was really funny and it's great. Hey, who are you?
I'm sorry.
I need to.
Don't give it a blowjob, just talk into it.
Yeah, my name's Kyle Taylor.
Well, Miles, you're the best.
My name is Josh Nellis. I work on Machinima as well.
Hello, my name is Joe
Jordan
Pelosi.
Pelosi?
I took the reins
Nice.
from this guy.
That's quite the reception there. I'm going to do the what's the sentence.
Well, fuck. It was my home.
Oh my god.
My home brand.
Coming out. I know it's been a crazy day. I know some of the lines have been nuts, but hey, we're gonna hopefully have a lot of fun here.
Still has my stain,
And
but
we thought we
already
would
fucking
create-
burns. Still not so good name. You fuck. You fuck.
Oh
me.
wait! Look who decided to show up!
You fucker.
Do you have a tardy slip, sir?
Hey, Matt.
You're so considerate.
What's up? This is just in case the other one shows up.
Yeah, you're right here, man. I don't smell too bad.
Oh, you want that Coke? You want some of the Coke? Here you go. Hey, who are
Matt,
you?
have to
What do you
introduce
do?
yourself.
Please show.
We just did intros. Who are you?
I'm home. I'm not.
Oh, okay, there he is.
We're using a special show. For the camera, you just have a camera on a tripod?
Oh, I see.
What
You
the
were
hell is
vlogging,
that?
huh?
You fucker, Bernie. Fucking
I
love
have
you,
to pee.
salty fuck.
Bernie Burns, everybody. And that's it. Thanks for coming out, y'all.
Thank you, everyone.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
In case someone was stupid enough to come here and not watch last week's episode, you want to give us a quick TLDR?
Yes. So we're gonna watch episode 15, which comes out in a few days. If anyone didn't watch episode 14, all you have to know is the Blues and Reds are bad guys, and the good guys finally found out. And before they were finally imprisoned, they launched Lopez's head into deep space.
So what we're gonna do
Harry
is
is
we're gonna go ahead
trying
and cut the live stream. Sorry, everybody watching online. Don't worry, you can see the episode soon, and we're gonna do Q&A when we get back.
I'm proud to it.
Hey, please don't record this, because that's shitty. And it will also be shitty quality.
It is kind of shitty.
See someone next to you recording it, knock that shit out of their hands.
Yeah. And shout "Stop!" at the top of your lungs. If you actually do that, that'd be fucking amazing. All right, hey, y'all want to watch the episode?
Yeah, it's fine.
Let's do it. Let's run it. Hit it.
That seems good. A lot of people loved it. Cheering for it, man. That's pretty fucking awesome.
Joe Nicolosi, everybody.
Cool. I'm really glad you guys got to watch that episode. If I could choose one all season to watch with the crowd, it would be this one. So thank you guys.
it's really one of my favorite things about this season has been being able to watch Joe do his fucking thing with Red versus Blue, and I think it's been great. And it's also been really fun to see similar tendencies we have. One of which is mouthing the lines of characters while watching the episode. Joe, are you serious? You did it like 5 times throughout that thing. No, it's super cool.
I actually do that in the mixing booth, but I always have like Topo Chico in my mouth. It ends up everywhere.
Wow, man.
So really,
Well, I don't know what that is.
we're
It's
gonna keep this pretty
our
casual.
drink.
Like Q&A, and we can talk about stuff. At some point, we might have somebody drop by. If they're already here in the backstage, they should come out now. Oh, nope, that segue didn't work. Cool. But
True.
yeah, I think we've got some microphones set up. If you have questions,
Is it Griff
So
Factor?
Lopez's head as the Enterprise the dumbest thing ever in Red vs. Blue?
It was, oh my god.
I
It
tried.
was the
Follow up,
Enterprise.
is it the greatest thing ever in Red vs. Blue?
I'm looking forward to seeing that. You know where we get
I
to
think
it.
I felt like, whenever I would record audio this season, there were many times in the booth when I would just crack up and I'd be laughing at lines, and I would say, "God, this is the stupidest thing I've ever read." And Joe's standing right there, and I'm like, I mean that in a good way, you know that, right, Joe? Like I'm not saying that bad. Like it's really legitimately funny.
Cool.
So now that I'm done
Just
recording audio,
just
and I've
fucking,
been telling you how stupid you are all season,
fucking,
and letting you know it's actually a compliment.
fucking, just fucking rough. Just fucking rocking him. Just fucking rocking him.
Miles, I'm gonna blame this on you.
Sure.
Because you wrote these seasons. Yeah, exactly. Where is the freelancer pilot 479er? Where is she, Ben? Also, sorry, Bernie, because you wrote that season too.
What's that?
Sorry, Bernie, you wrote that season too, so this is on you.
Oh, right. I just created a beloved character. But thanks for the shout out, bud.
Damn, Bernie.
So, I'm
Fuck,
gonna
get
throw Miles
wrecked.
because he threw me under
Get
the bus
wrecked.
with the fucking drunk RVD episode.
It was so worth it.
It was worth it. It was
One
fucking definitely worth it.
The season arcs for season 14 was going to be a 479er arc written by and probably directed by Carrie Shawcross. Who's going to do it? Just didn't have time because he's lazy. And
Damn,
he's
get
working on a
fucked.
show called Ruby. So
Ah.
now that Miles maybe put out the drunk RVD episode, maybe now Miles has to make the 479er miniseries. How about that?
Yeah.
Well,
That was the best question ever.
thank
It's
you.
almost like we arranged it, wink.
All right, everybody get out your camera phones. All right, Carolina, you better hold on tight. I don't remember really the voice of this character, so here we go. Fuck, that was awesome. Yeah, that's about the budget we have for the 479 episode.
Get fucked.
Still had a better plot than the drunk RVD episode.
All right, before we move to the next question, too, our general
Wow.
question
Look at
etiquette.
all that question. That was
Questions.
amazing.
No bummers. Let's all be here to laugh. If you got a really long story, that's awesome. We appreciate it. We'd like to get through more questions. Please, maybe don't. No spoiler questions, because come on, fuck you. And
Damn.
and that's pretty much it.
Fucking Miles. Christ,
Thank you for that
fucking
question.
man.
Ooh, let's go over here.
Hello.
Hey.
So, quick question for Joe, because this is your first RBG panel, right? About Dylan Andrews. She's been arrested a bunch of times. What was the first thing she was ever arrested for?
Great question. Technically, though, this is my second RVD panel. Last year I was here. I sat in the back.
Wow, Joe.
And I
You're
thought-
fucking amazing. I love you.
Just so you know, that probably means that whoever's going to direct season 16 is somewhere in the audience.
Look under your seat.
Look under your seat for that golden ticket!
Is Carrie in the room? Carrie Shawcross? Anybody? You're the new director. Nice. Oh, hey.
Hey,
Damn.
okay.
Hey, hold on. There's someone here. Hey, Gray.
Hi, Gray. You're nice.
People were like, they seemed a little excited to see Locust.
I have a spoiler, but you know, is there a series floating around?
I
Marcus
thought it
already,
was
so
done,
it's
yeah, when
not big of a spoiler.
Joe
started talking about. He started asking me a couple of questions months ago. Like, where are you going with this? And it's like, well, I've got this vision of Locust and some things I want to do with them. And yeah, it's I don't want to get too spoilery, but there's some cool stuff coming up.
I imagine.
But yeah, no.
Looking forward to seeing that.
It's been great.
Episode 15 and 16 following that too.
Yeah, hey.
Episode 15 following up.
Being a rude asshole and crashing the panel real quick because we wanted to come talk to the RBB audience for just a minute. I wish there was some way that we could have done this absolutely simultaneously, but we talked about a little something that started at the Ruby panel earlier today. We wanted to come out and talk to you, the RBB fans, that also might be into a little something.
Oh? What are you talking about, huh?
I don't say it lightly. That is because of everybody here watching Rooster Teeth stuff and watching
Yeah.
Animation puts out. That
Fans are great,
let's
man.
keep doing what we
You guys
do,
are great too.
and let's just sustain it.
Writers,
Let's
directors,
keep
fucking
going.
voice actors,
And
fucking yeah.
occasionally we go a little crazy and we want to try something new again. So we wanted to come straight to you.
What are you announcing, huh?
Make sure that you guys were some of the first to know that we're making something that you think you might want to check out. If the person
Genlock?
running tech can go ahead and run the video.
Oh, Genlock? You mean Genlock or what? Genlock or Sinus?
Do they have the file?
Spoiler
Oh,
alert, it's
please.
the cereal. It's the
So I'm just gonna run this on my phone.
Soup. Genlock.
So Rooster Teeth Animation's gonna make a mech show.
Curious to know which voice actors were in.
If you've been following RBB for years, if you like
might turn out to be
big
in that.
concept science
Interesting to
fiction,
find out, I
you
guess.
liked everything about the Freelancer
Taylor
saga,
Evangeline.
if maybe you checked out RBB wasn't exactly your thing, I hope that you start to check out Genlock. There's some more details that will be starting to come out over the next couple of months. It's coming soon.
Oh,
It does
this
not mean this
trailer
year.
be.
Anyways, we love you all. Thank you for letting us do what we do, and we hope that you'll check it out. It's called Genlock. Thanks.
Boom!
They have a book. I don't know what that book's called, but they have a book filled with like all the Genlock.
Yeah, it's also
Yeah, it's the Bible.
And I think I spent 2 hours in Gray's office poring over every page of that thing. I was like, this is badass. Because before we knew if we would be able to do it or not, I was like, I hope we make this. This sounds fucking awesome. I was super excited when I saw him wearing the shirt this morning. I was like, are we doing that? Are we talking about it? So yeah, I'm
Yeah, Teddy found my copy of the Bible in the car. That's what it's called. It's called the Show Bible. And he found a copy of it and read through it in the back seat while we were going somewhere. And now he asks me about it constantly. I'm so grateful that we're finally able to talk about Genlock. You guys are going to absolutely love it. Animation is making a mech show. Come on. Yeah, it's Gray's wonderful brain baby.
Oh my God,
and,
Rob.
We're all gonna be working on it to make something really fucking cool, and we're super excited.
Of course.
While
Hopefully
we're
that's maybe
super
six of
badass
her.
space warriors.
It
Who
didn't.
wants to follow that shit up with their questions?
Hold on,
I
wait.
apologize.
We
Messed up.
didn't actually.
You messed up. You
That's
messed
right, what was
up.
it?
Yeah, the
She's
question
got
was,
some
when was the
sense
first
of
time Dylan was arrested? And it was actually, she was a very intrepid high school journalist and was arrested for breaking into her principal's office and releasing faculty reports to the school newspaper.
That was a fantastic question.
I had a lot of time to think about the answer.
Cool.
So
Let's go over here.
so it's decent.
Thank you.
He's talking about
My
why.
question is
It's a
to
question
Joe.
about why
What
he's
made you
versus the
decide to
freelancer's
focus
effect
the,
on the
side effects
effect on
away
the
from
simulation troopers. Simulation
One more
troop,
time, sorry.
simulation troopers.
What made you decide to focus a bit of your story on the effects of Freelancer on the simulation troopers?
This is a great question. It was actually pretty early in the process. I was sort of rewatching Red vs. Blue, and my
Can't be
favorite
no
season
villains.
is season 8,
Because
and
villains,
especially
so
the
the
ending of
heroes.
season 8 is
That makes a
really
lot of sense,
magical to
actually.
me, because it's sort of
Oh.
the moment they step up and stop being a bunch of like coward idiots and start acting like real heroes. And there's like a defining moment in that season, and I thought like, hey, wouldn't it be interesting if there was this other group of people that decided to do the opposite thing in that same situation?
Damn, get fucked. Play Congress bullshit.
You're talking to the silver end.
Oh wow, thanks, Gus.
You're struggling over there, man. Don't come at me with the sass.
Gus, did you not hear Miles' rule about staying
I
positive?
mean, yeah.
Oh, that
Sir.
doesn't apply to us. No, that applies to them. We're like Congress. We're exempt from whatever the fuck we want.
Well, I guess this is for both the directors, but what's the most difficult character you've had to work with, each of you in your own opinion?
For me, it was Caboose. Because where do you even start with that guy?
Yeah, he's also
Caboose is really
kinda
hard
smart
to
sometimes.
because
Kinda smart sometimes.
on a surface level, like he seems like, oh yes, bubblegum and rainbows all the time, and I can never be understood. And you're like, oh, he's adorable, he's cute, I love him. But you also have to remember, he's also a murderer and incredibly jealous and talks to machines. Incredibly possessive. Like he's got a lot of layers. And
Oh, my goodness, rough.
so he's
Ah,
really hard. It's
I
really
mean,
hard
it's
to
a
lot of it
funny
is
kind of offensive.
Bernie and Matt being like, no, still close, but not quite. For me, it'd be about 14 years ago. I said, hey, it'd be really funny if that robot got stuck on the Spanish setting for a couple episodes. That'd be kind of funny. And then here I am 14 years later.
Oh, it's looking amazing. Holy shit, Joe.
For me, I have the hardest time writing Donut. I don't think in entendre as much as maybe other people do. So I always make
Wow, that's
shit
hilarious.
when I'm in
Amazing.
in lines. I just fill like a piece of paper with like boner, stiffy, hard, and I try to write the line that way. And one day Miles tweeted a photo from the writing desk, and I could see the corner of the page. I'm like, oh God, thank Jesus.
Can we make that an insert into the DVD?
Huh. That seems
Like a liner?
cool way to think about that. Ah, interesting. Really awesome. Nice.
Oh God, I don't know. I mean, I actually really love writing all the characters when I get the chance to. I think they're so like much fun and so clearly defined that it's always like having a conversation with friends when you sit down to do it. And I find a lot of times like once you get going on an idea, like it's almost like you know what all the characters are going to say.
It sounds cool. I remember that's awesome.
You know, I don't know, really satisfying. I wrote the finale of last season.
Okay then.
It was a lot of fun because
Makes
I
sense.
feel like a lot of the Red versus Blue characters are like in small ways are based on us, little things, you know. I mean, conversations that Bernie and Jeff and Gus had have led to some of the
Oh God, that sounds horrifying.
that they had. So it was fun to kind of like have the personality and the meta personality cross over with one another. So,
Real quick, machinima guys. Like, are there characters or like things that come up pretty frequently in scripts that you're just like, oh God, not again?
When all the characters are in the same room talking to each other, because we have to have all the Xboxes on and we have to figure out.
I mean,
how to
this
shoot
makes
them.
sense, at least.
Boring.
That makes sense.
If a character has a really wide visor like Caboose, because then you're like, is he looking directly at the camera? Is he looking off the camera? I can't tell. Same thing with
Yeah. That's Locus, at least. I mean, a lot of people are hoping he joins Red Blues. Locus, I mean. People are hoping he eventually joins Swords and Blues. To be a lead into it.
It's like you laugh, but like that's
I'll lead
totally
into
legit.
it.
Like Dr. Gray and the chorus church are like, she's much more spastic than a lot of the other people, and then Locust was, oh, it's spooky and scary. So there is an art to machine. Great question. Thank you.
Wow.
I want to follow up on something that Matt
Holy
said.
shit, Barney.
Early inspirations
Wow.
of the warthog conversation was something that we actually talked about. The car looking more like a big cat than a warthog. But actually, one of the people doesn't get enough credit for being one of the early inspirations
Damn.
of Red versus Blue as a
It's
whole.
hilarious.
Is Frank, who is the DM for Heroes and Halfways.
Oh, it's hilarious.
where
Holy shit.
He was awful at
I think
Halo,
some of them are dying. I
and
mean.
Jeff and Gus would always put him on my team because I would sit there and scream at him nonstop.
That was back before online. You know, we had to connect with System Link, so y'all would be in one room and we'd run the long Ethernet cable to another room, and from our room we could just hear Frank.
So my question is, do most of the sound effects we hear come from within the game world, or do you guys have like special libraries that you use to be able to create the sound of the world of RBB?
I'm looking at the sound mixer like, I know the answer to this.
Chris, do you want?
Yeah, I think some are from the game, and I think some we add. Is that, yeah, thumbs up. I got a thumbs up. Some are from the game, and some we add from sound effects archives.
Well, that's hilarious.
Sorry, at all. Chris, you want to extrapolate on, or nah? That's pretty much it. He covered it. Basics.
Just the basics of it.
I remember because we used to have a library of like a ton of Halo sounds, like Halo 1, 2, a little bit of Halo 3.
And the specific records.
Like we've got the
Wow.
somebody calls the wrench. Oh, there's a very specific wrench sound. But when we moved to Halo 4,
That's
a lot of
amazing.
times when we had
Oh
to go
wow,
and,
that sounded
like
hard.
you do on a live action film set, you go and you get room tone. Halo 4 is so in depth and like has a lot of like the sound design for it's really awesome. So at first it was like cool, we can just get room tone.
Wow.
The gulch, and then we're like shit. When you hear the waterfall, you can hear the waterfall. Damn it, they thought of everything. So then we had to like there was a lot of time spent actually going around and capturing sounds like certain explosions and things like that. So they changed up a bunch of stuff in Halo 4.
Really windy in Halo 4. Lots of wind.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at
that does it.
look at
Oh,
their
yeah,
fucking
that's really
faces.
cool. I love
Look at their
Halo.
fucking
All right.
faces.
Let's go over here.
So, hi, first of all. So I had a question since, like, RBB's been going on for, like, 14 years now in regards to writing. Is there ever, like, a
Oh,
challenge
fuck.
of really trying to
Oh,
keep track of
Jesus.
everything that's happened so you don't, like, retroactively mess something up?
Never.
Yeah, heaven forbid you reach a plot hole.
Now we said that
Makes sense that you do that.
big Bible of everything that takes place in the series. Our version of that for Red vs. Blue is Joe's dirty sheet that he keeps on his desk that he writes boner on over and over
Oh.
again. Yeah, I mean, learn some lessons along the way. I think I always advise like writers when we go over scripts and things like that. Joe could probably tell you some of the things we kind of like hammered him on like early on. But one of the big ones is for me, don't ever say a number.
Yeah, right?
Unless there's a
Exactly.
reason to say the
Fucking
number.
Miles.
That includes a
Tell it like it
date,
is.
date,
Tell it like it is,
time,
Miles.
or a number of people who are doing something, then it locks things in that you don't need to lock in. So unless there's a really necessary reason to do that, never ever put a number out there at all.
So now you've trained everyone to pay attention and scrutinize every single
I know,
number.
that's a
The
thing.
internet, they already do
So
that.
we're gonna trust you.
What if you know?
I
if
think
you
it's the one
find
I'm
yourself
talking
in a
about.
situation where it's like maybe you can't remember everything, or maybe like you're not sure about the timeline. Did you accidentally hit a plot hole? Just make Eddie Revis watch through the entire thing and document everything,
Wow,
and then make a fan
fucking
guide.
sure,
There you
Joe.
go. Now you're set. It's hard making sure that you don't accidentally make plot holes and stuff, especially something this enormous at this point.
Yeah, I have more of a problem with doing things that have been done before and not always realizing it. And then Miles is like, "We did that." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. It's a callback." Not a lot.
I feel like we got Joe a lot of trouble with that this season, where I think Joe wanted to
Wow, Joe.
face
Okay then.
several writing meetings where it's like he would pick something that was like a great idea, and I would go, "Oh, we just did that in Laser Team 2. We can't do that." Or something else. It was like I wanted to just like I was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
Gus.
also in
That's
Ruby."
hilarious. Holy shit.
What it was.
It was like the whole plan for the ending
Yeah.
was like all from all the other Booster Team things. People can't sleep for like 5 days.
Even earlier, right before we came to this panel, you and I were talking about theoretical red versus blue stuff. I said, "Oh, wouldn't it be cool if they did this?" And you look at me and go, "Yeah, we did that last season."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, right. I already forgot from one season. I'm an idiot."
Great question. Thanks.
I gotta see that.
Oh, I don't like the sound of my voice.
That's great.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
I also think that did something. I think
My
that's the
question
stuff.
is two-part. One, what was the process that went into finding writers for season 14's anthology? And two, how many
Well,
stories were
Miles.
there, and what were they that you liked and you really wanted to do, but you just didn't have the time or the budget?
So as far as the first one goes, we looked at a bunch of our friends, like Freddie W. Like we were really big fans of the Game Grumps. Like we really were looked out at people that
And
were
yeah,
we thought was cool.
it's a fair complaint,
Like,
but
hey, you up? What's going on? And some of
I
them,
imagine there's fucking
yeah,
amazing.
just slid into the
In my
DM.
opinion, I love that shit. It's fucking
I
hilarious.
mean, honestly, that was it. It was like people that we wanted to work with before and maybe hadn't had an opportunity to. But really, it was like season 14. Like, I know it wasn't everybody's favorite because like it didn't continue the story right from season 13, which with a show that's been doing that for 13 seasons.
It was sad.
I
It was
understand.
fucking sad.
But like, you also gotta understand, we had so much fun with that season because essentially we just had a box of Space Marine toys and went over to all of our friends and said, "Who wants to play?" And then a bunch of them were like, "Oh, oh, oh," and then that's what we did, and it was super fun.
Stop motion
we
shit's
also wanted
great.
to do things that
But
were
he did the
totally
book coach
great
package,
on
right?
narrative
Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that.
packages. And stop motion one by Joe, and I mean, we loved that episode, and I remember like all the writers on season 14 like remarkable to work with, and it was a super cool learning experience for me as well.
I imagine.
But I remember like
Yeah, he did the
I
book
got
coach. He did the book
Joe
coach
hooked in
package.
one night, and I was like, okay. Like at this point, I'd gotten used to like, all right, most of these scripts that we're getting, like some of them are really close, some of them like need a lot of help. And I read through Joe's, and I was like, holy shit, this dude gets it, man. Like it was super fun, and I was just sitting on my sofa just laughing. It was super super fun. And everybody that contributed that season was super grateful. Other question, I guess, was which other stories we haven't given a chance to do?
There's the horror one.
Oh God, yeah.
There was like 4 or 5 that we didn't get to. The 479 thing was like right earlier.
Was it Felix
The
or what?
horror one that I was really excited to do that we had to back burner. Hopefully we'll come back to at some point. That was the greatest thing.
Gray had a phenomenal idea. Because, like, again, this was a season where we could just do whatever. So we were like, yo,
Just
what
that
if we
time.
super hard left
It's really
turn and
unfortunate, but it
actually
makes
put out a really
you know
solid
it's just
episode
started enough. Don't have enough time in the world.
space, and I don't want to talk much about it in case we ever do have an opportunity to make that short.
There's not enough time in the world.
Super excited. But
It's
again,
just never enough time
with
in the world.
everything that Rooster Teeth is doing these days, it didn't just come down to like budget and time, but also like the time of people. Gray runs.
Oh, you fucker.
And
So you look back. Oh,
working on
yeah, shit.
shows and stuff. So it's like, you know,
And he used up all the resources on Mercs.
and the Ruby trailer. But with that, Kyle,
Oh, your backstory, oh shit.
yeah.
It was just a little backstory.
Yeah, I don't know what's yours.
Short in between.
It was super
yeah,
fun too.
Yeah, it was in between when he left Freelancer and when Wash finds him again, and it was just like it was the same thing with Horde. There was just like Miles like, hey, there's not going to be any resources. It's not going to happen.
But
Man.
don't give it away
Yeah.
in case we have an opportunity
Right.
to do it.
Yes.
It was like,
Wow, what's amazing.
And like, I mean, it's York. Everybody loves
Yeah.
York. So it was, you know,
It was just a fun little short. So,
I'm
yeah.
trying to remember if there's any others. I'm sure there was like one or two more, but I'm totally blanking on them right now. But yeah, it's like, I hope we get to do another anthology or something at some point. It'd be super fun. Great
Another
question.
14 years.
Yeah, and maybe in another 14 years. Season 28, you heard it here first.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, question for Joe. I am absolutely
You love it
loving
too?
this huge blowjob to film history and great movies of the past.
Oh, thank you so much.
What I
Wow.
caught on so many little references and I'm loving
Not.
it. What was the
Fucking
inspiration
full,
behind
man.
doing
It's
this?
amazing.
Why film history for this season?
That's a great question. Hopefully I can answer it in a fairly concise fashion. I first watched Red vs. Blue in my sophomore year of college in my animation class, and fell in love with it. And
Damn. Throwing some
I did. It was
shade
amazing.
at himself and every other film
But
student.
for me,
Oh,
Red vs.
fuck.
Blue and being a film school idiot are a little bit tied together. And I knew when we had this new character,
Yeah, I
that she would
get a
need
feel
a
because
camera guy
I
to kind of go
was
with
a
her. And I
harsh-
wanted it to be
I have a liberal
an absurd
arts
character,
degree.
someone really stupid. And so I thought, who's stupider
So,
than
you
a
know,
film school student? And
I
I
kinda get
decided
that.
to throw him in along for the journey. And yeah, just personally, my own
wow.
personal voice and taste in cinema, I love movies like, Hot Shots Part 2 and
Wow.
Hot Fuzz and The Naked
Oh,
Gun and
fuck.
Airplane. I like movies that
Get
use other
fucked.
movies for their humor, and I really wanted to explore that a little bit with Red vs. Blue. partially because it hasn't been done before. It was a little bit of new ground to try to like ski on.
Now, I'd like to add to that story. Joe is a remarkable encyclopedia of film knowledge and references. I'm not. It's been pointed out on the spot and the Rusi podcast. I was the worst film student ever because there's so many classics
Holy shit.
that I just
Miles
haven't
died.
seen. 'Cause
Miles is currently dying.
I watched cartoon
I think
Fridays
Miles
and Nicktoons. I
currently
didn't watch The Godfather.
dying inside.
I read The Godfather. I haven't seen it, or a lot of it. I saw the Animaniacs parody of it. Yeah, no, that was great.
Yeah, it's a fun fact. Miles has never seen a movie.
Yeah, it goes against my beliefs. No, that's not true.
Well, he's dying.
There's so many times when I'm like reading a script and I read a line, I go, that's probably a fucking reference. I'm
Shit,
gonna Google
wow.
that. And then, oh, the French Connection. How very
It's
lovely, Joe.
Oh, damn.
I started having Jack say Blade Runner after his quote, just so my
Wow. Amazing fucking.
I've seen Blade Runner.
That's amazing.
Can I tell them about the line you put in?
Wow.
Oh yeah, do it.
Damn.
It's not gonna be in the final.
I know.
Well, he's
So
got.
there's one difficult thing about working with Joe, and it's sometimes that I can't tell when he's joking. And our art director.
All the crew is like, yeah.
Joe was also kind enough to cast me as another Red vs. Blue character. Obviously, I've done Felix, who's
You fuck. You fucker.
Also Cronut.
You fucker.
I guess he is also an
Holy
evil
shit.
bastard in a way. I'm trying to think of a way to give him an other context, but he put in a line where he's like, essentially, the line's like, my name's Cronut. I've never seen a movie anyway. I'm much more of a video games than an
Yeah,
anime guy.
sometimes
Also, my real
that.
name's Miles Luna. I was
Yeah,
sitting
you
there
do
reading
it,
this
man.
email going,
You were just asking for it, man. You were just asking for it.
And your note was in the script, because he writes notes when I send him rough drafts. His note was, Joe, it's not just anime. I'm also a gamer guy. And so I changed the line to, I'm also a gamer guy.
that was well deserved. It was well done. And you still made me record.
Okay then.
Over there. I'm wrong. Sorry.
Really bad.
At what point did you decide that you needed to use animation to continue the story of Red vs. Blue?
I think I heard, at what point did you decide to use animation instead of just machinima? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, actually, the first attempts at animation in Red vs. Blue were in a separate series, which we called Animated Red vs. Blue. It's kind of weird to say. And that was to differentiate
That sounds awesome.
web
Ah,
show
interesting.
from what was going to be a television show. We had a television show in development for Red vs. Blue, but we didn't want to make it a web show. So we made, you can find it online. It's actually on the season.
Come on, some matches.
Is it 14?
So big.
Well, we showed it during season 14 as well, right? Yeah, we get a lot of mileage out of that. But we made an animated version, like a Saturday morning cartoon version of it. So that was actually our first attempt. We just wanted it to be different, and then the reason why we started incorporating animation into the Machinima show online was kind of along the same lines, because Red
More
vs.
original.
Blue,
This whole flavor to it, a flavor of its own.
producing
And that,
animation, it was easily replicable by other people who were inspired by it. But what that ended up creating was this huge glut of Halo Machinima shows that new viewers couldn't differentiate what was Red vs. Blue and what wasn't. So we felt after 8 years of just kind of being off the shelf that we should do something that's a little bit different than everything else that's out there.
Hi, I'm Adam from New Jersey. I noticed a pattern in the season 15, the same pattern that was used for season 13. When the supporting character it turned out to be a villain, and when in season 15, the supporting character becomes aggressive, and later on it reveals to be the villain. How did you pull that off in your screenwriting to make all the fans here anticipate for something new and get all jittery and theoretic about it?
I think that I sort of felt like when I wrote episode 8, as I was writing it, when Temple gets introduced, I'm like, oh boy, no one's gonna think he's telling the truth. They're definitely gonna know he's a bad guy, and so I wasn't entirely convinced that it was gonna be all that much of a surprise, but I didn't necessarily need it to be all that big of a surprise. Does that answer your question at all?
I guess that
Knockoff names. Well,
Yeah.
Question answered. Thanks, dude.
We had so after we started doing dialogue for Red versus Blue.
wow, that's amazing.
I think one of the first times I was in the booth started talking to Joe about how we all used to
Of
have
course, I
knockoff
can't do
names
that.
for our characters that we would use every now and then, like back in the early days. And like Simmons knockoff Simmons was always Simons, and I think Sarge was Surge. Church was Crunch, I think was your knockoff name.
Wow.
And then Griff was Grief. And I don't remember Tucker, I think, was Fucker. And I don't remember what Donuts was for the life of me. But so it was cool to finally see like the blues and reds coming in and kind of like parallel that same idea independently.
Yeah, when Matt said Surge, that's
Makes
all I
sense.
remember about you. Because he mentioned that, I'm like, oh, that's good.
The cast of voice
Huh.
actors too has been really
That's
phenomenal.
interesting. Cool.
I gotta give a
Interesting.
shout out to Kirk for a logo. Oh my god, his caboose voice is unbelievably good.
Yeah,
Super
Kirk
cool.
Johnson is he was in Laser Team and he's been in a bunch of other Rooster Teeth stuff. Crunch Time. I've known him for like 10 years in this town. We were both servers at the Alamo Draft House together, so like we kind of grew up in the scene together. I love that dude. He's real funny. I'm gonna stop talking.
Hi there. Wait, are you sure you're not supposed to blow this mic? You need to get closer. Anyway, Miles, as someone who's very
Face story or what?
creative, I can't help but imagine you looking over Joe's shoulder as he's writing, kind of like biting your nails really nervously, like just, oh gosh, is that how you feel? How did it feel really to give up your reins, and did you have a kind of a thing in the back of your mind, like the backseat driver?
So it was really cool, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this at some point too. With regards to kind of like
Makes a lot of sense, actually.
like that was awesome because like at first, one of the things I really loved about season 14 was that that was the first time I was working with writers on stories that weren't mine. Like the Chorus trilogy.
Wow.
Was a story that I came up
Yeah,
with.
it doesn't break. Your plot holes either.
And I was able to do what I thought would.
That makes a lot of sense.
And with Ruby, working with Lonnie and Carrie, it was us being like, cool, this is our story, this is how we want to tell it. But when another person comes to you with their story, my job is not to tell their story without it at all. My job is just to make sure that it doesn't break anything, that the characters sound like the way they're supposed to, and that it's not, too crazy out there, and it still feels like Red versus Blue. And that was
so much different, right?
cool experience. Like working with all those guys during season 14, you see, I remember like Joe, for instance. Joe's scripts, you can tell Joe cares a ton about visuals because of the description that he puts in. Then the Funhouse guys, it's all about the dialogue. They'll put in like the minimum amount of description. And then the Game Grumps write different, and then like Freddy has different stuff. Like everybody has what they consider to be important.
It sounds
to their
just
story.
cool, actually.
And I
Sounds
just
like it
think
would be
it's excellent.
very interesting.
So watching Joe do his thing, like there's certain like character moments and jokes like I prefer, and then there's some that he prefers, and I don't want to like get rid of those.
Sounds like it, huh?
Like Joe wrote it
Interesting.
because he did, and it was awesome. It was really interesting too, seeing him struggle.
Miles, that's
as
sweet.
I did. Like,
You're a sweet fucker, man. You're a sweet guy.
And Donut too. I wasn't great at writing Donut for a long time. Bernie, you were constantly helping out with innuendos and stuff.
You're a
Like,
sweet
hey,
guy.
This scene works. You missed an opportunity
Huh.
to joke here.
Just times.
Cool, yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of that stuff. So it was really cool. And I don't know, this feels weird, but like I don't know, like proud because I don't know. Joe's a super
You
cool
fuck.
dude. And it's
You
like, oh, yeah,
absolute
he's
fuck.
kicking ass. And
I love you,
it's
Bernie.
been super fun
Absolute
watching you
fuck.
grow just throughout this season, and then getting to watch the episodes. So that's up to you, man.
Thanks.
you want to talk about like going from season 10 to season 11 to going to the core trilogy, let me start off by saying I've never been proud of Miles ever. No, it was a similar experience actually because Miles was a guy that we had
And then
identified
Miles
to
to the rings.
possibly take over writing and directing of the show, and we had a similar opportunity where Miles wrote a small arc for the Freelancer Saga that was very, very popular between Carolina and New York, how they met, their backstory. And so we got to kind of test that in front of the audience, and it worked really well. We all liked it a lot, and then big test for a lot of people to write the original Blood Village characters, and so that's the kind of thing that's always tough. But we always want to work with Joe. I've known Joe for probably 7 or 8 years. Yeah, and we always
Yeah.
wanted to work with him, and then got a
I
chance
mean,
to
yeah.
work with 14. And
Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
it was easy to go forward with Joe after
Everyone feeling like the,
season 14.
the writers and directors,
When you're
like I
turning over
default
those writing
with certain
responsibilities,
things, really always
you'll see
pull
stuff that
along.
comes across all the time that you're like, oh, I don't know if I'd do it that way. But like Miles said, you're not trying to like make them write, to clone your writing. You want to see what they're going to do, and that's why you get new people in. You get new voices. It keeps things fresh, and you have cool moments that we would have never come up otherwise. But it's a natural progression of the series.
Damn.
Thanks, y'all are awesome.
And also, sometimes your criticisms get put into it. We were reading one of the first sit-down read-throughs of, I think, the first 5 episodes, and Dylan Andrews was a strong female character. It was awesome. And she meets up with his sister, and they're talking for a while, and then she asks, well, where are the other guys?
That's
And I go,
hilarious.
at the end of the table, I go,
I was running
well,
cat
there
capture.
goes the Bechdel test. And Joe
He's
just
your
goes,
trust. That's
right.
dangerous.
And
That was
he
usually
puts it in
trust
one
is
of the
dangerous.
lines from the cameraman
Cap.
as the shitty
Yeah,
post
it's just
comment.
stuff right. It's just
That's also something that I've
it's
noticed
just
about
aesthetic.
is whenever we're doing a
Just
screening or
his
anything,
aesthetic right
always
now.
either taking notes or, in this case, drawing pictures.
Oh, yeah. It's a nervous tick.
It's awesome. Yeah, boner, stiff boner.
There's a pile of them back there, by the way.
I can't draw.
All right, so with season 15 this year, with a handful of new characters that have been introduced, what would you say out of the antagonists and protagonists was your favorite character to develop and write? This is going to writers.
So of the new characters, protagonists and antagonists, who are my favorite to write for?
Yeah, which one was your most favorite to develop and think like create?
I really
Okay.
like, the main 2. Dylan is awesome.
I mean, yeah.
I like how serious she is in this kind of absurd world, and how it kind of complements what's going on. Typically, she doesn't seem like a downer to me at all when she's in.
Yeah, as in tabs, since
I love
tabs.
writing for
Tabs the other
because
open.
he's like an aware villain, and that's like my favorite kind. It's like Timothy Dalton and Hot Fuzz. They're really embracing this whole "I am evil" thing, and that's always a lot of fun to write for. And also, it gets more exaggerated towards the end of the season, but man, he is a big fan of mixed metaphors and Shakespearean dialect, and I love all the over-the-top stuff. Not very subtle.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Bernie. I was wondering, were there
That'd be
any
cool
plans to have,
to see one day, maybe. That'd be really great one day.
Of her coming, meeting Red versus Blue, and convincing them to rescue Church, and if there maybe is plans of not waiting another 14 seasons for it?
Oh, are there any plans to do that? No, I wouldn't say, but there's always, with a show that runs this long, it is nice to find those gaps
Recursive,
in the
yeah.
storyline where you can go back and
Yeah, it's just,
we did that on a frequent basis.
it's chat fixing.
But yeah, no specific
Chat fixing,
that,
chat fixing.
but it's
Those
interesting.
things always
We know they had
happen.
only one major
It's
battle
just
before they got to where Church
one of those things where it's like,
But yeah, just like the wanted to drive home. The whole purpose of season 9 was that at least Church's side of it was the recursive aspect of how he would try to solve this problem, how he would do it again and again and again. Well, I remember while we were making that Inception thing, I was like, God damn it! I was like, what are the chances that this movie would come out just as we're making it?
Another moment like that too during
man, this sucks.
you wrote
That sucks
fantastic
a lot.
episode with Church in Carolina, and we got to see what the world was like through the eyes of, through the eyes of Epsilon, with the slow-mo time. And I remember one night I got a text from you, and
Oh.
fucking X-Men and Quicksilver.
Oh yeah.
Like, no, we're in the middle of production. It came out in like 2 weeks. I'm like, we ripped them off or
Dude.
Shit happens,
Dude.
man.
Fucking referencing fucking Emperor
Hey,
Palpatine.
I was wondering,
I regrets
you
killing
guys have
himself.
written a lot of characters throughout Red vs. Blue. Are there any that you guys have regretted
Kevin developed better maybe.
actually want to kill off? Oh, jeez.
It should be maybe.
That's hard. I think actually, I think South could have been
Oh
a
shit.
much longer term villain. Yeah, she was just such a
Yeah,
fun character.
some people
Died.
feel that way too. Feel the same way as Miles. That
Blooded they
sucks.
are when Wash just shoots her mid sentence. But yeah, I think South, if we'd have kept her around, she could have been a really great villain.
If I had to choose someone I regret killing, it'd probably be the counselor, actually. I wish we'd had more time to do some stuff with them, but that season's already way too long. At the time, there was a
Doesn't happen, but
wondering like if maybe 13 was going to be like the end,
damn.
and the
Get
counselor
fucked
always
up.
felt like one loose end that never got tied up. Like he just somehow managed
You
to
fucked.
squirm his way.
Before you get fucking killed. You fucker. If you kill Rush,
But
I will murder you.
but in hindsight, it would have been cool to like be able to do more with them, or be able to see him used again. So yeah, if I had to choose somebody to regret, counselor, you could have done some more cool stuff. But you're also a bastard, so fuck you.
I don't want to talk about killing characters because
Damn. Get fucked.
Damn. Matt, was there ever a character that you just wanted dead? Is there a character you've ever just wanted dead?
No, just actors I want to fire.
That's yours. It's yours.
Thank you for the question. Thanks. I think we're over here now. Right over here now. Someone's making a dance. It's great. What's up? You look great.
Yep, not embarrassed at all. So first of all, big fan of the Mercs coming back. Thank you so much.
Oh, she is.
Second off, so this is really more of a question for the writers. Looking back retrospectively at arcs or even episodes, new to writing the show, are there any that you would look back on and say, man, I wish I'd done that?
If I understood your question earlier, is there anything we've written that we wish we could have done differently? Is that the question?
Yeah, that.
I got one real quick off the top of my head. I really wish I'd handled
Oh,
Carolina's
it didn't
differently.
work for how it
Season
looks.
12.
Shouldn't really make sense to yourself. For how it goes to look.
I could
That's
not
such
in
a.
my head at the time see how Carolina, with like all of her super speed and everything, could lose to Locus and Felix. I was like, she'd mop the floor with them with all those power ups, and that worked in season 13 when her reliance on her suit enhancements became a problem. Okay, this is like a really cool and interesting obstacle for her to overcome.
I don't really mind it. I still say it's cool.
It's a cool way to balance
I still
out
say it's
character
cool.
strength. Carolina getting stabbed in the leg kind of sucks. Like, I realized later, I was like, if I was watching a Justice League movie, and halfway through, Batman just had his kneecap shattered, and that's why he had a hard time fighting the Joker, I'd be in my chair going, fucking come on! So, like, at the time, it seemed like, oh, this is a cool way to balance it out. In hindsight, I'm sure there was a better solution there. I definitely changed that.
Wow.
Like Joe
Shit, man.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
one big one.
Damn.
I made the Mega Box episode of Red vs. Blue. I had Tucker throw the firecracker, and I've regretted that ever since. It really should have been Donut. So stupid. And I was like, God damn it. And I thought when they said I was going to direct season 15, everyone's going to get really mad. Like, that guy? He got the firecracker wrong?
Makes no sense.
Guess you don't care.
Mine would be season 9. We were really tackling a higher level of animation than we've ever had before for season 9. So something that got cut from the
What?
parts
Oh my god.
of the Freelancer story was all of the Red versus Blue characters had their origin stories in the background of that. Like Grip was the driver of the car that they attacked, and I really, more than anything else, I wish we'd stuck
Oh, hey,
with the
Matt.
original plan for the
Sup?
silent Blue Freelancer who never says anything.
Wow. Amazing.
That at the end of season 9, they were gonna finally get him a helmet that was red that had a working speaker, and he
Wow.
like this way better. And then that was, and the reason he never said anything the whole time is because the speaker just didn't. But we pivoted it and made it Captain.
I could never be blue. Don't be ridiculous.
That's cool. Nice. Interesting.
Every time Matt's in the booth, I get a little starstruck. Every single time. Every time he starts talking,
Hey,
I'm
but
like,
you know what? I do want to say, like recording with Joe this season has been so fun and so interesting and so different. Actually,
That's
and,
fun. I don't get more questions,
I feel like
unfortunately.
you've really pushed everybody to do new stuff and try new things. And there's been a lot of times this season when I've been recording, and usually we'll do kind of like one warm up pass. That's how we always do Red versus Blue. Do like one warm up pass, and then we'll do 3 takes in a row that are slightly varied on the line.
Oh damn.
And then this
That's
year,
really cool.
like we'll be doing that, and then Joe will go, yeah, but give me one more and make it a little more like this or whatever. And I just think to myself, no, I'm pretty sure I fucking got it. I've been doing this for fucking 15 years, bro. But he pushes you, and honest to God, like I think this season is like I feel like the best about my performance than I have in like forever. So thanks, Joe.
cool, thank you.
I know the last audio session I had with Joe, I was doing this line. I don't remember what the line was. But
That's amazing.
I just wasn't getting it, and then you were like,
Shit.
I feel like we're 99% of the way there, and in my head I was like, all right, we're done then. I mean, like,
Pretty right.
You got it.
That was a great. You know, I love that. It was hilarious. I mean, that was so cool. I insight shit. So cool. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.
Thank you everybody for coming out.
Find the
Thank you.
message
Sorry we didn't get all the questions, but
and
thanks for watching.
find and support me
And
on
we'll see you
Patreon.
next year.
Both of which
Thank you, everyone.
can
Bye,
find
everybody.
in
Thank
links
you.
in the description. And finally, for my outro, from my favorite anime reviewer, Jetsu Otaku, sayonara, bye bye.